Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. We have talked about Adin Ross a few times on this channel, whether it was beef with Ludwig or an NFT crypto promotion scam, or maybe even a giveaway that you didn't actually have to buy into. Well, we're now talking about Adin Ross getting involved with the Minecraft community and a side of things that we don't really talk about a whole lot on this channel, that being Minecraft map developers who make maps for content creators. Salad took to Twitter to say, "I was hired to build all the maps for the Adin Ross Minecraft server, which is now closed. Over 100 combined hours went into making the maps, and I and others have not been paid for the work. I made 11 maps in total. I thought I should let the community know." And then we see some pictures of the maps that look absolutely insane, and more information is provided underneath the post with other people who worked on the project saying multiple people in Salad's community, and I can attest to how excited he was about the whole thing. He and the company worked long hours under the pretense of a fair compensation to match heart and soul. Clients' demands were met, few others were. This is categorically gross behavior. Was stoked on working on a project with a lot of awesome people from the Minecraft community. Just makes me sad that things went sideways like this. Really stumps on everyone's motivation to work on something to bring out your creativity. I agree with this. This was such a fun project to work on, along with getting to better know all these people. I had a boost of motivation into it as well, but that's sure long over now. And I'll admit I'm pretty ignorant of the Minecraft community, and a lot of the stuff behind the scenes has been going on for quite a while, so excuse some of my maybe excitement or bewilderment about this, but I think it's crazy that he said it was him and a whole company around him who pretty much builds these maps with other Minecrafters for these content creators. He says that they are all out there trying to make a living playing the game that we love. 8+ years of professional building in this game, and for what? But then we have the project manager say this is 100% my fault, not Adin Ross's, since I was the project manager and had poor communication with him about payments. All should be taken care of now if you check our group chat. Just waiting on your PayPal email. Sorry again, and thank you for all the time and effort." However, we also saw someone ask if Adin hired him or if Rewack did, that is the project manager, to which he said both. Rewack is the one who made the initial contact and managed the process, but Adin and I spoke on numerous occasions about the builds, as well as confirming prices and specifications he did and did not want. I talked with Adin multiple times. I will repeat, Adin was involved. He later posted that the situation was resolved and that him and all the rest of the developers were fairly paid and paid what they were expected to be. So I'm glad the situation was cleared up, but there seems to be a lot of mix-ups going on here where the project manager comes out up front and says, no, it was me, don't blame Adin, like I didn't have good communication on this and you should have been paid, but that was my fault. And then later on you see Salad say, well, Adin was actually involved in the whole process, and so there's a lot of blurry lines here. I'm not trying to point fingers anywhere, but it does seem like a situation where these people who make a living off of making Minecraft maps and developing them for other people were not fairly compensated. And we've talked about this before. We've seen it on shows like Creator Economics, where it's absolutely mind-blowing to hear creators talk about just how much money is really in this business.
So what are kids, Preston, what are kids making? Like what do you think? And I know you have a Minecraft server. Like the other thing too that I want you to point out is like what age are these kids that are developing for you?
Oh my god. Okay, so now I mean they've aged up, right? So our lead developer's in his early 20s, but one of our developers actually that runs one of the servers and our highest like generating revenue wise one was 17, and now he's 18, and he was actually like not even from America. I used to have this young kid making different types of resource packs for my Minecraft videos. So when Granny was popular, he could make you look like Granny in the game. So you could do a Granny hide and seek, and I had no idea at the time. He's 14. He's 14. There's another kid he was making maps for me, and I was paying him like $150 a map, and he was like, "Oh, I'm 13." And you don't ever talk to these people. Like, it's the 21st century. You're just texting and typing on Discord or various messaging applications, and then you're like, wait, what?
In the same way that we would probably have, been told to have lemonade stands or things like that back in the day. It's like these kids are just really innovating of how they can make money on the internet, and I think the money that they are probably making, I don't think their parents would even like comprehend or understand. Like I imagine they're getting like a check and they're just like, wait, what? Like, where did you just get thousands of dollars from? And I can't imagine them trying to explain it to their parents that they're made some graphic for Minecraft, and like that doesn't seem real. Like you made money off that, but it's amazing to think about.
So there's kids ranging from 13 to young adults at 20 or in their 20s nowadays who are making money off of having either content creators, like I've said many times, come to them, for example, Adin Ross, or even bigger companies with big IPs that could be like Jurassic Park or Star Wars, who want them to make the maps for them, and they're making significant amounts of money. And I don't know what you guys are doing at 13 or 16, but I certainly wasn't doing anything this productive, or at least this financially productive.
Yeah, I always thought it was fascinating when Preston would tell me the ages of the individuals that were coding for him on his server. And then now as we kind of pivot into marketplace and we start building these maps, and I've started to interact with these developers, they're like 15, 16, 17 years old. And they have a very good understanding of the gaming ecosystem and like what kids want to download and buy and how they make money. And I'm just like trying to think of myself at 16 years old. I was just trying to like get through math class in high school without a D. Now we have kids who are like massive developers at 16 who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
He just said hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That makes me want to lose it. That is insane. It's more money than I'll ever see, It's just crazy what gaming can provide these days and what these kids can turn their passion into in the long run. I mean, as they pointed out, these are people who have a much better understanding of the ecosystem in the game. They know what kids actually want in the game. They know what maps they want to see, what items they want to see. So it really does make sense for people who don't know about all of that to go out and hire them. I know it's not esports, but it is crazy how people can make this money in a gaming ecosystem and develop maps and items for others to make a large amount of money in a game that they didn't even build. They just loved the game, got good at what they do, and are now professional builders in Minecraft. Anyways, I am glad the situation was resolved with Adin Ross and that these people got fairly compensated, but it's unfortunate that it had to be dragged out to Twitter for that to happen. Until next time, guys, let me know what you think. I'll catch you later.